Hello, and welcome to the Reselling Report for today, Monday, May 18th, 2020. I'm your host, Ann Eckhart, and every weekday morning I upload the Reselling Report here to YouTube to update you on the day's retail and e-commerce news, including the latest from eBay, Amazon, Etsy, and Poshmark. If you haven't done so already, I hope you'll subscribe. And now, let's get on with today's show. Well, happy Monday, everyone, and welcome to a new week. I hope everyone had a good weekend, getting some work done in your reselling business. Things are opening up in the country, so depending on where you live, you may have been able to go out thrifting. I don't know if anyone's doing garage sales yet. I have yet to see anybody post on social media about going to garage sales, but I have seen some outdoor flea markets that are open, and of course, some thrift stores are open. Now, here in my city here in Iowa, the 3 thrift stores in my immediate area have not opened up yet. They are still trying to put into practice the social distancing guidelines. So they have yet to open, but in other parts of Iowa, things are opening up. Although, as far as I know, and as far as this recording, the 2 Goodwill outlets, the bins in Iowa, one in Des Moines and one in Waterloo, the bins are not yet open, but I have seen bins open in some other places. If you follow Street Savvy Savannah over on Instagram, she actually shared how her Goodwill outlet was operating. They're only letting in a set number of people. I think it was like 26, and you had to stand outside in a line 6 feet apart. They let the 26 people in. Everyone had a cart, and there were only 26 carts, and then everybody had to stick to their own bin. So there were 26 bins, 26 carts, 26 people. You could only move to the next bin when the person ahead of you was done with it, and you had 2 hours to shop, and then the last 30 minutes you checked out, and then the next line of people got in. And of course, you could get back in line if the line wasn't already full. But I thought that was a clever way to do it. I've heard other resellers, and I heard the bin pickers talking about their bins, and while they were social distancing from the employees, the customers themselves were kind of all bunched up. So yeah, you need to keep 6 feet apart from everyone, not just the staff, but also the other customers. So it sounds like some bins still need to work on their procedures. But of course it is, it's difficult, it's confusing. I certainly empathize with the businesses and the employees who are very afraid to have to come to work. They have to go to work. If you don't go to work and your employer has made accommodations for social distancing, you can't claim unemployment. So you have no choice now. So I would hope that customers would be respectful. Again, you wear a mask to protect other people. They wear a mask to protect you. Everybody wears a mask. The transmission rate of the virus goes down very, very low. But even one person not wearing a mask, it goes up. So I hope everyone is wearing a mask. Wear a mask, wear a mask, wear a mask. That seems to be the new mantra. We've gone from stay at home to wear a mask. So I hope that's what you are doing. I definitely am, the little bit that I go out. During this self-quarantine period, a lot of us have lost track of time, so you may not even be aware that next Monday is Memorial Day. That is right, Monday, May 25th is Memorial Day. We're almost to June. This weekend's a holiday weekend. Not sure what that will look like this year. Now, normally, there's not a lot going on in terms of garage sales, estate sales on Memorial Day weekend where I live. So I don't know how that will be for you, or if I would say, are you going to have plans this Memorial Day weekend? But you're still not supposed to be associating with people who don't live with you. So it's very confusing. Every state has different rules. Every county has different rules. It's just a hodgepodge. But yes, we are heading into Memorial Day weekend, and that does mean that Monday, the 25th, there will be no mail. So you might want to consider that as you look ahead, although I don't know that it really matters, be it being a holiday weekend or a holiday day. It's probably going to feel like another day, but did want to give you the heads up on that. If you sell on eBay and are still using PayPal to process payments, then like the rest of us, you are probably kicking and screaming your way into managed payments. eBay has been sending out more messages telling sellers, including myself, that they will be put into managed payments in July, like it or not. You can pre-register, but I haven't done it yet. Like I said, I'm waiting till the last day. But I did want to go through the email, and it's in your eBay messages if you haven't gotten it yet, that eBay has sent out. So Convenient new features. Manage Payments now fully supports our global shipping program, so you can easily ship to international buyers. Okay, that's a good thing because that was one of the things that was left out initially. So global shipping in. Convenient options to choose payout frequency, daily as funds are available, or weekly for easier reconciliation. Switch to weekly payouts here, and then it gives you the link. I'm fine with weekly. I think it's kind of nice to get a payday, you know? That being said, when my money's in PayPal, I withdraw it every day, but I'll have to think about that one. Option to pay for shipping labels by having the costs deducted from pending payouts in addition to using a PayPal account. Well, amen, because I do not want my shipping labels going onto a credit card. I want them taken out of the buyer's payment in my account. So that's a good one. Coming soon. New comprehensive monthly financial statement summarizing your eBay payments activity. You'll be notified once it's ready for download from the Payments tab of Seller Hub. You will still receive a monthly invoice for fees payable to eBay. So that's good. That's another thing I was a little concerned about. We really have good reports through PayPal, and I wanted that through Managed Payments, so that's there. Then we have new integrations to support the most popular bookkeeping platforms. New integration with GoDaddy, so that's a good one for those of you who use GoDaddy bookkeeping. You can automate your sales data to QuickBooks Online, Xero, or Sage Business Accounting, so that's a good thing. And you can easily connect your apps and set up how your sales data shows up in your accounting application. You will receive a lifetime 20% off exclusive eBay discount on any one SaaS, I believe, SaaS subscription package with a free 7-day trial. So that's another accounting system. I've never heard of it, but there's that. We're changing our fees starting in late July. Now, here's where sellers are a little ticked off. We've simplified our fees. You will pay one final value fee consisting of a category-based percentage of the total amount of sale plus a fixed fee per order. You will no longer pay separate payments processing. Here's the key. This change supersedes any special pricing you may have had in the past. So there will be no grandfathering in of the initial fee structure for those who originally got into Managed Payments when it launched. Most sellers can still expect to see overall savings. We're changing how we charge fixed fees to apply to each other rather than each individual item in an order, saving you money when buyers purchase multiple items from you. In the event of a refund or cancellation, the variable portion of your final value fees will generally be returned to you. And eBay will retain only the per order fee. Well, what's that? Generally returned to you? I'm not sure about that one. And then finally, the final value fees and select fees associated with the order will be automatically deducted at the time of the sale, and the rest of your proceeds will be paid out directly to your bank account. You will see fewer fees on your invoice, and with all of your fees in one place, your reconciliation will be easier. Okay, now that's a good thing. I wanted everything taken out, all the fees taken out at the time of the sale. This is the same thing that Etsy and Poshmark do, so that I'm not having to charge fees to a credit card, and then have a big bill at the end of the month. So that I'm good with. There is a thread over on the eBay community page regarding this latest email. It will be linked in the show notes below the video if you want to go over and see what other sellers are saying. Now, I overall think that these are good updates. Global shipping, check. Pay for the shipping labels out of the pending payout, check. Financial statements, check. And the fees being automatically deducted at the time of sale, check. Still not sure what in the event of a refund or cancellation, the variable portion of your final value fees will generally be returned to you. Not so sure about that. And a lot of sellers who were in Managed Payments from the start are very upset about the fee structure not being grandfathered in, having the new fee structure take over that, which is kind of the general thread about the Managed Payments that I'll be linking to, so you can go and see what other sellers are saying. Still not going to opt in until we're a little closer to July, but I don't know. I am thinking more and more like maybe mid-June. I just need to do it, and so I'll have a couple weeks to prepare myself. I don't want to just wake up one morning and be in it. So let me know what you're doing. If you're currently in PayPal and you've gotten the message about being in managed payments in July. Let me know your thoughts and what you are personally going to do. Are you going to opt in right now, or are you still waiting? Amazon has extended seller protections and eBay has followed suit. So our seller performance will now be protected until July, according to a post over on the eBay community section that's titled Update, Protecting Your Seller Performance Until July. That reads, we know that COVID-19 continues to create unprecedented challenge for many eBay sellers, and our thoughts go out to all those affected. eBay realizes the flexibility in business operations is essential right now, and we want to reassure you that you will not be penalized for being unable to carry out usual operations. We understand there may be situations where you can't get an item out the door as fast as normal, or you have to unexpectedly cancel an order. So in supporting your needs, your seller performance standards will not be negatively impacted during this period. Your account will be protected from being downgraded from the March 20th seller performance standard evaluation through July 19th. For example, if you were a top-rated seller on February 20th and your performance over the next evaluation period would have moved you down to above standard, you will now automatically retain your top-rated status. If you were above standard on February 20th and your performance over this period would have moved you to below standard, you will now automatically be retained at above standard. So July 19th, seller protections are still in place. I guess they're assuming that by the 19th, things will be back to normal in terms of the shipping carriers being better on track. Now, I am noticing that things are shipping faster. If I order something from Amazon, it's coming faster. It was taking up to 2 weeks. So things are speeding up, but I am glad to see that eBay, like Amazon, is extending these seller protections. And we have still 2 more months of being protected from any shipping complaints or any other complaints, I think, from customers. Turning now to Poshmark, there's a new post on the Posh Life by Poshmark blog. Level Up Live. Use these tools to drive Poshmark sales. And this is a series they're doing with Poshmark sellers, giving their suggestions about how to create sales during this time, especially. So that's on the blog if you want to check that out. And then I found an interesting post over on the Poshmark Reddit forum, which is always the fun place to go for Poshmark information. There is a post titled, How Do People Get Their Items to Go for So High? I think we all wonder that. This poster wrote, I've been doing Poshmark for a while now. I typically sell clothes I'm not wearing anymore, plus a few cute things I find at the thrift store. My closet consists mainly of Nike, Pink, VS, and some other teenager brands. I also have a few Lululemon, Athleta, and Patagonia. Anyways, I cannot, the grammar and spelling in this post, it's killing me. Okay, keep reading. Anyways, I cannot ever seem to sell these for anywhere over $30 or they just sit forever. Today, I sold a pair of Lulu Dance Studio crops for $30 and I just took it because they have been sitting forever. My athletic shorts never go for over $12, but I've seen other sellers move them quickly and sell them for $20 plus. I just don't understand. I guess LOL. How do people sell their items so quickly? And then there are quite a few responses, and I just think it's interesting. I know this is something I see a lot. People wonder why their items don't sell for what others do. In my experience, number one, it's pictures. Your pictures aren't very good. Number two, description is lacking. You want to describe the item as much as possible, including any flaws. Take a ton of pictures. Measurements always help. And a keyword loaded title. Now, Poshmark, the title is limited. They don't have as many characters as eBay or Etsy do. But you want to put in the most pertinent information. Brand, size, color. I can't tell you how many times I've been on Poshmark and seen things like cute shirt or sexy shoes or just something like so basic. You need to load up your listings. So there's a lot of responses here to this if you want to go through and read it. But in my experience, whether it's eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, it's photos, keyword loaded title, accurate description. Those are the most important things. And look at other people who are selling more. How do their pictures look in comparison to yours? What do their titles look in comparison to yours? And what do their descriptions have that maybe yours is lacking? A great picture and a good title can go a long way to selling an item. As we await a vaccine for the coronavirus, or at least effective treatments, most people are going to be staying home. The travel industry is really hurting right now, and people will definitely be having staycations this year, staying home instead of traveling. And there is a new story over on CNBC.com that is titled "Outdoor Furniture Sales Grow as Customers Prepare for a Summer at Home." So I think this is just interesting to point out the kind of things that you might want to think about sourcing and selling here in the coming months. The key points of this article are: with the travel industry crushed by the coronavirus pandemic, it's more than likely that people will be staying close to home this summer. So true. Furniture and home good retailers are reporting huge spikes in sales of outdoor furniture, along with pool, grill, and gardening items, as consumers look to make their staycations as fun and relaxing as possible. People are finding that the more time they spend in their home, the more time they want to have those things that make it more meaningful and more beneficial, says Ron Hilton, the Chief Sourcing and Operations Officer for Overstock.com. So just, again, highlighting what people are shopping for. They may not need those cute outfits to go on vacation this year, but they're looking for comfortable clothing that they can wear around the house. They're looking for things that they can do outside, kitchen, barbecuing and grilling, preparing more food at home. So get creative with your sourcing. If you're someone who normally sells clothing, venture over into the hard goods. Think about what people could be using this summer while they stay at home until we are able to travel safely once again. And that's a wrap on today's show. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment, even if it's just a hello or an emoji. That engagement really helps with YouTube's algorithm. You guys have been doing it. I appreciate it so much. Also, check out the show notes below the video for links to the articles I referenced. You can email me your questions or reseller stories. My email is also below. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.